After back-to-back of slow and uneventful seasons, Roguestar and its alliance Spec went into the new server expecting to face off against another mega known as FAFO. But after signing, FAFO suddenly cancelled and backed out. But not all hope is lost though. Intelligence found out that UHG also signed into the server, lighting a spark of motivation and excitement for the members to fight in a true unrestricted war. Starting the server, Roguestar landed in Region 6, where DC Inside coincidentally landed too. Surrounded by enemies, an order was sent to quickly upgrade, build infosync, and form a hive. By the end of the first day, Roguestar managed to take a city and prepare a hive location. By day 2, however, as shield drops, Roguestar quickly started their offensive, launching guerrilla strikes at isolated bases in the region while moving into the hive location. Once the hive has formed, DC Inside went eastward, while another community from UHG, NNP, started to approach Roguestar from the south. To prevent being sandwiched by two communities, Roguestar launched an attack near the city where NNP forces are starting to gather and build up, trying to prevent NNP from setting a foothold near Roguestar Hive. While attacking NNP, DC Inside was also spotted warping and approaching Roguestar Hive with a huge number of fleets. Without much hesitation, Roguestar diverted most of the attacking force to go back in order to set up defense at the Hive. After quick repair, Roguestar fleets quickly scrambled to form a defensive line at Eugene's base. DC Inside, however, was not a force to be underestimated. Since DC Inside was mostly Koreans, they have the advantage at their peak time zone, fielding a much overwhelming number of fleets during the attack. Although Roguestar received support from their sub-community, it was not enough to fully break DC Inside attack. After the first line of defense was breached and Eugene base destroyed, Roguestar immediately formed a second line of defense further back with the remaining fleets. After the initial victory, DC Inside continued to push through the Hive, but was eventually stopped when they overextended and surrounded by the remaining Roguestar fleets. Once the Asian time zone attack was neutralized, Roguestar US time zone member went on the counterattack, successfully taking 3 cities and regaining the momentum. On the third day, DC Inside launched another wave of attack. This time, Roguestar was prepared. While DC Inside tried to pull fleets with their blockades, Roguestar with their hero ship users lined up at the front, charging in, sacrificing their fleets to buy time for the other members. Eventually, Roguestar with their force concentrated managed to repel the enemy with minimal losses. With plenty of healthy fleets remaining, Roguestar continued its advances, taking 2 level 5 cities. But it was unfortunate that the footage was lost amidst the fight. On the next day, with momentum on their side, Roguestar launched an attack of their own at DC Inside. When they reached DC's Hive, the defending forces that met them weirdly split into 2 groups. Roguestar, not wasting this opportunity, quickly maneuvered south to engage the southern group before the northern group could engage. The plan worked out well, and Roguestar managed to push back the defending forces. After the fight, while Roguestar fleets are damaged and low on AP, the second wave of defenders arrived. DC Inside, with their fresh fleet and overwhelming numbers, managed to make short work of Roguestar remaining forces, forcing them to fall back. Over the last few days, the whole alliance and enemy have all started to shift into the northern front line, marked with the arrival of more spec allies. This time, with Rox coming to assist, Roguestar attacked DC's Hive once more. This time, they made progress, quickly dealing with the defenders and destroying the base before they managed to shield up. while launching a counterattack and capturing cities during early Asia time zone. A vortex warp arrow was spotted near Asira, a city behind the front lines, with Rogue Star also meeting stronger resistance from DC inside. Rogue Star fleets turned around and went back to defend against them. Luckily, Rogue Star members nearby were able to quickly find and disable their warp arrow, while the rest soon followed and cleaned up the stragglers. On the next day, Rogue Star continued to put pressure on DC inside, attacking their hive further up north. Although there was heavy resistance, Rogue Star managed to break through and hit the remaining unshielded bases. Today, Rogue Star, along with BB and LEGO, gathered on the FOB to prepare an offensive. While waiting, LEGO went ahead and attacked alone, without any support from both Rogue Star and BB, thus getting pincered, then focused down by both DC and NNP, leaving Spec fighting outnumbered 2v3. Around 12 UTC, UHG began their push, with DC, NNP, and Vortex all warping near the FOB. Outnumbered, Rogue Star chose to hit first before Vortex fleets could circle around and surround them, while BB moved forward to support. But in the end, it wasn't enough, and both BB and Rogue Star are forced to retreat.